Welcome back to today's video. In this week's video, I am going to be decorating my Christmas tree, but just in case you missed the previous videos, I just wanted to give you a quick little recap. These are all the items that I ended up purchasing from Goodwill, Ross, and also Walmart. After I found only so many items at the thrift store, I ended up purchasing some new ones, and some of these items are also going to be going just around the house, and that would be in next week's video when I decorate the rest of the house. But in today's video, we're only decorating the tree. If you missed last week's video, I did DIY some of the ornaments just because I felt like I did not have enough white ornaments to go with the gold ones. I feel like I had more than enough gold ones to go on the tree, but I did want a good balance between the white and the gold, so I did DIY some ornaments. That was last week's video. If you missed it, I'm gonna leave it in the description here for you. And then I started off by setting up as best as I could just because I felt overwhelmed with everything. So I started by just laying the ornaments up first, and then after looking at what I have, I started off with the ones that I had the least. Like, for instance, the bigger ornaments or like the icicles and stuff. The items that I had the least amount of, that's what I started off with, just to kind of distribute them evenly. And then I ended up with doing the last, which is just the spheres. And then, but for some reason, it didn't record when I was adding the bows on the tree, but it was just basically me cutting the bow and just kind of like adding it. And I did want to do both of those colors. It's a strand of the white, the ivory ribbon, and then the gold one. So I was just alternating, and this took quite a bit. I want to say it took me at least 2 hours to do all of the tree, just because when I was going through the different ornaments and stuff, I wanted to sort of do it in a way that it was balanced. So I was doing like the gold and then the white and then a gold and a white and so on and so forth until I was satisfied with what I was seeing. But yes, it took a lot of just like stepping back, taking a look, and just making sure that everything was well balanced. the final results. I am pretty happy with how everything turned out. I feel like the tree has enough ornaments distributed evenly, both colors, and I'm pretty happy with how everything is balanced out. I ended up not using a whole lot of the DIY ornaments here on this tree, but I did add those ornaments on my tree downstairs. I will be showing that tree here in a little bit. And then I ended up using a skirt that I already have. I purchased that skirt from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and it fits the tree pretty well. It's a smaller size, and since this is a skinny tree, I feel like it goes really well with the size of it. And I'm obsessed with that bow on top of the tree. I really like it. I'm so happy that I ended up getting it. And then here is my tree that I have in the living room that, like I said, I ended up using the rest of the ornaments here on this tree. And then also that skirt is the one that I had thrifted from Goodwill. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. In next week's video, I am going to be decorating the rest of the house and using the rest of the decorations.